Good morning, everyone. I think the teachers here are more excited. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, that's better. My name is Becky and I'm going to be the MC for today's event, yeah? And thank you, parents. I would like to take this as an opportunity to thank every one of you to spending this meaningful Saturday morning today with us and supporting the children, all right? I would also like to thank later on for our visitor who will be coming here, Persatuan Kebajikan Kanak-Kanak Terenca Akal Malaysia. And to the wonderful children who are sitting here. Good morning, little ones. Oh, we need to applaud them, you know. They came so brave in front. Let me start off today's morning with a beautiful poem. Now, how many deeds of kindness a little child can do? Although it has, but with a little strength and a little wisdom too. It wants a loving spirit, much more than strength, to prove how many things a little child may do for others by its love. It's a simple poem by Ibs Sargenti, right? And today's event is all about my kindness. Kindness is always defined as a quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. And sometimes as a little child, we were taught this value by our parents, by our grandparents, even by our family, other family members. But what happens when we grew up as an adult? Due to selfishness, sometimes we forget to be kind. Today, the school and the children is reminding us how to be kindness. I myself personally have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget what you make them feel. With that, I would like all of you to encourage and embrace kindness. And I believe the founder, Miss Bina Yu, the founder of Daughters and Sons Center, has done a great job today. Can we give her a big round of applause? The objective of today's event is to teach kids to feel empowered and significant throughout kindness, empathy, and compassion towards themselves and others. And can anyone here tell me what is kindness means to you, parents? Now, this is not going to be a show, but it's also going to be an interactive session. So can anyone tell me what kindness means to you? Any hands up? Parents, I expect you to be more confident than your children, you know. So if you are very shy, very difficult. Can anyone tell me one person, or else I rather prefer to have a volunteer, or I will volunteer you guys. Who's ready to share with me today? What is kindness to you? Any take? Anyone? Counting 1, 2. I know everybody will not look at me at this point, right? So sir, good morning. Can you tell me your name?
Abhinash.
Abhinesh. And who's your child who's performing today?
Her name is Evangelista.
Nice name. Could you share with me what is kindness to you?
That's not being selfish.
Not being selfish. A big round of applause. Anyone else? Anybody else? The more you avoid me, the more I'll come to you. Guys, I've been doing this for years, right? So I know, right? A lady, I would say. Come on, woman power. Oh yeah, there you go. I'm going to pass this mic to you and just share with me your name and what does kindness means to you. I'm Pauline. So kindness means doing nice things for others. Pauline, right? Thank you, Miss Pauline. All right. So I'm not going to take much time because the children are so much prepared to show you their very first performances. Now I love her. Give her a big round of applause. high five takes a big courage to do. So what does kindness means to you? By the way, what's your name?
Lily.
Lily. And what does kindness means to you, Lily?
Being helpful to my friends.
Being helpful to my friends. I'm loving Lily. Good job. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the first performances today? Ayo, if you're not going to support the children, right, I'm not going to ask them to come out. Are you ready? Yes, that's better. I think now I'm going to send all these kids for some team building with the children's team building session, right? Okay, so the opening of today's performances is a song titled Kindness. I believe you would have received the lyrics. Yeah, now it's time to open up the lyrics. And this performance is led by toddlers all the way to level 3. The song is all about kindness, kind to everything, the earth, the animals, the people. So, I would encourage all of you to sing along because Miss Bina has actually prepared the lyrics. And the children are going to lead you. A big round of applause for them. Parents, if you want to dance with them, can. But just don't come on the stage. Okay? All right. Okay, parents, you want to take picture with flash first, quickly, before your time is off. Yes. No more flash after this. Right. Oh, look at the little ones. Come on, give them a big another round of applause. Woo. Yes? Okay, wait first. Your mic is not ready yet. Mic check, mic check. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause.
Deserves to be treated with kindness.
So how was the first performances? Are you ready for more? I think that's what I want to hear. So the next one is a Mandarin song performances. And I was told that this song was actually pronounced, forgive me, I can't speak Mandarin, so I'm going to try now, right? It's called 我很幸福. That's the name of the title. And our performance will be brought by level 1 to level 3 children. Now this song is all about good life that we are having. And out there are many unfortunate, underprivileged people. We must always take a point to always share love with them and reach out to them in any way we can support them. So during this song, we will be sharing you a clip and photos on all the kindness act our teachers and children have done in the past week. So there will be a video being played behind. And you see, one thing I like about the project was they actually took a time to practice. So we want all our children here to understand the meaning of kindness rather than just saying it, all right? It could be a small thing by helping to carry a plate, a bag, or even tidying up their toys. So parents, I would really want you to encourage your children to continue this act. And parents, if you know how to sing this song, please join us. Once again, dear parents, a big round of applause for our second performance.
双脚能让我往前追，我的眼睛看见了缤纷的色彩，我能听得到不同的音乐，我的朋友和我一起成长，我的家人苦难都与我分享，我的老师指引我生命的方向，我有未来实现心中的梦想，我幸福，很幸福，当我知道还有许多人在狂风露宿，我幸福，很幸福，有人生活辛苦，没有父母，躲在角落里哭，我应该满足。我的朋友和我一起成长，我的家人苦乐都与我分享，我的老师指引我生命的方向，我有未来实现心中的梦想。我幸福，很幸福，当我知道还有许多人在无风露宿，我幸福，很幸福，有人生活辛苦，没有父母，躲在角
Isn't that beautiful, parents? Such an amazing act of kindness from all these wonderful children. Children, 1, 2, 3, bow. All right, thank you very much. While they are still remaining on the stage, they came up with this one, right? If you could see this one that they are presenting right now, they actually made a very tight effort to do this performance, right? This song is titled "Make a Difference," and it's all about we can make a difference in other people's life. We can choose our future. Now, these are our younger generations, and they're going to have a beautiful, brighter future ahead of them. And by knowing what is right and what is wrong, they'll be able to decide to be kind, and also to carry this beautiful value to the world out there. Now, during this song, we will be sharing you video clips of our children and teachers visiting a center, IQ 70. A charity center at Jalan Gasing. Right, there were some small activities took place as these little ones served and also start communicating with our underprivileged people's life. Now, if our children can make a difference in our world today together, we can make a one better world out there. Parents, please join to sing the songs with us. All right, and we need your support. Children, are you ready?
Yeah!
Never better to start right now.
We can make a difference in our today. Together we can make the world a better place. When we work together, so much can be done. When all the children in the world will sing in unison, we know what's right and we know what to do. The future that be brighter is up to me and you. Take my hand and join me, sing along with me. When all the children join us, there will be a change you see. Do you have the courage? Do you have the prize? Do you have a vision of a world that all is right? We know what's right and we know what to do. The future can be brighter. It's up to me and you. We can make a difference in our today. Together we can make the world a better place.
Parents, let's sing together.
Together, so much can be done. When all the children in the world will sing in unison, we know what's right and we know what to do. The future can be brighter. It's up to me
Parents, be sporting a bit lah. Sing together. They need your support more than you need their support now, you know. Okay? Let's sing together. Children, do you want your papa mama to sing or not?
Yeah.
See? Let's sing together.
Much can be done when all the children join our world sing in unison. We know what's right and we know what to do. The future can be brighter. It's up to me and you. Take my hand
applause. Come on, parents. They're doing such a great performances. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put a big round of applause for our team members from Persatuan Kebajikan Kanak-Kanak Terenca Akal Malaysia, or IQ 70. They're all here on the slide, right? This is Persatuan Kebajikan Kanak-Kanak Terenca Akal Malaysia. Alright, this center is at Jalan Gasing, Selangor. Alright, and as I could share with you, this center is established in 2012. Currently, they have about 40 over children and adults on the center. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Giki Hao to share with us about this center. Mr. Giki Hao. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Giki Hao.
Hello. Oh, hello everyone. Okay, so good morning. And so my name is Gigi. So today I'll be representing IQ 70 Plus and the founder of IQ 70 Plus, Mr. Chang Ming Kiat, to give a short introduction about IQ 70 Plus. So first of all, we would like to thank you everyone for all the support and help. Without your help, we definitely cannot go through so far. So actually, IQ 70 Plus was founded in 2012, so we just entered the 6 years mark this July. So IQ 70 Plus is a place where we take care of kids and adults who suffers from intellectual disabilities such as Down syndrome, learning difficulties, cerebral palsy, and their ages range from 8 years old to 55 years old, and most of them are actually from single family or poor family where their family are facing financial problems, or like their family members need to work 7 days a week. It's very hard for them to take care of these special kids, so they have no choice but to send their children to our home. So we don't charge them, so for free we help to take care of their kids. So now we have a total of 43 kids and adults staying in our home. So it's actually a little congested right now, so our founder decided to expand our home. So we already rented the house next door, we renovated the place. So now we are starting to use the place like for them to stay there. So we are separated a few of them to the new building because currently our manpower is still not that sufficient. So we have one caretaker over the new helping out in the new building, and 8 other kids staying with the caretaker. So and at the same time, actually we are setting up a physiotherapy room, and now we already hired a physiotherapist because a lot of our kids that actually cannot walk or their mobility is not good, so they need to go through physiotherapy. So now we are setting up this physiotherapy room for them. Now we have 7 kids are going through physiotherapy, but now we are still planning to buy the equipment. So maybe after that we will like run donation drive to purchase the physiotherapy set. So so thank you so much. So hope that you guys enjoy today. So and if you guys want to know more about IQ 70 Plus, you definitely can drop by to our home. Our home is at Jalan Gasing near the University Malaya. So every day we open every day, so you can drop by from 10 to 6. You can come over here, then we can let you know more about our home, and you can definitely interact with our kids as well. Companionship is quite important for them. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Gigi. Thank you for sharing with us on the need that you're expecting for the home. As much as we have tried our level best to do, parents, I would say a big round of applause to each and every one of you. You know, without you here, we wouldn't be able to succeed. Can I get the next screen, please? All right. So we had a cash collection of 10,415. All right, and there were some parents who provided 2,100, and we also had a little. So in total, to that was 12,515. Okay, and the center itself has contributed 2,485. So there would be a grand total of 15,000 ringgit cash. Now, besides that, I also understand some of you have donated some items such as stationeries, used clothes, diapers, cooking oils, wet wipes. And please don't stop there. Continue, because I believe the center needs it. Can I invite Mr. Gigi once more time again to collect the mock check presented? Or anyone that can represent. Once again, a big round of applause. And also like to invite Breen, Miss Breen, to give out the total donation of 15,000 ringgit. Thank you so much for your act of kindness today. And with this, they will be able to support their needs in the coming nearest future. All right. So parents, are you ready for our next performance? A very special performance. The title of this performance is actually called The Breath of Dragon. Oh, yeah. So it's a trilogy of a story of a dragon inspired by an Italian regional legend, adapted by Cinzia, our teacher, narrated by Miss Shantini. Yeah, so they are going to bring all the children and do an act, right? So this production actually took 4 mornings to prepare, rehearse, including making the props. So there's a lot of effort being put in for this. So the kids are super amazing. The teachers and the trainers from Jumping Jelly Beans. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. There comes our actors.
Hello there. Welcome and good morning. While we get the children organized, we will just...
They're scary dragons. Right.
There you go.
You sit down here. Sit down, please. Good.
Just to let you know that we worked with the children from both daughters and sons in Damansara as well as in
Sit down.
KL.
Sit down
And
here.
we had
Sit
a
down here.
really great
Can you sit
time
down
because everybody was very enthusiastic, teachers and the children. And so that's how we've managed
Can
to
you
do
sit down here?
today's performance. Feel free to cheer, to clap, to
Can you
whistle.
sit down?
Just give us that energy, because we need that energy. We feed it from you, and that's how we have a great show. Yes, wave, but don't wave when the show is on, okay? Then it's distracting for the children. Yes. Okay. All right. Now let me introduce, this is actually Cinzia,
Hello, I'm Cinzia.
and I'm Shantini, and we are the trainers from Jumping Jelly Beans. We have been working with the children, and Cinzia actually came up with these 3 stories, and they're all legends from Italy, and we we changed it to English because it was all in Italian. So then we wrote it in English, and that this is what you're going to be watching this morning. Now I think we are ready, aren't we?
Yes.
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 Okay, let's start. The first story is about a place, and it's Italy, of course. I told you the legends, and she's
It's Italy,
Italian.
yes.
Yes.
An
Yes.
applause. It's Italy.
Very good. And it's actually when, this is a long time ago, when the merchants from the east and merchants from the west,
Merchants. I would like
there
to
were
see
lots of merchants a long time ago.
the Kota Damansara merchants. Stand up.
There were no horses, there were no trains, there were no nothing. So the merchants used to walk
And
Yes.
they had on their head.
And they had all their wares on their head. And they used to walk all the way from the east, up, 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 and the west, up, up, and down, up, 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 and down, whee! And this is how they used to travel from the east, bringing spices, bringing wonderful jewelry, silk, and from the west they brought chocolates, biscuits, all kinds of things. These merchants in Italy, our story starts in the Alps. That's right up north. There were the Alps, and our story starts in a village.
A village.
In a
A
village.
village. Where's the village people is here?
The village was situated right on top of the Alps.
They had small houses in this village.
And some of the houses spoke. A long time ago that happened. Yes. And so this
house has to
village
turn this way,
was
yes.
beautiful. There were big buildings, there were small buildings, there were tall buildings, there were short buildings. And it was nestled in the woods.
In the woods. Woods. I would like some trees. Come
We
on,
had
trees. Come over,
beautiful
trees.
trees.
Come. Trees. 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 Come over here.
Big trees.
Yes.
Small trees.
All the trees.
Yes.
And the houses. Keep the houses up, please.
Yes.
And
So,
the trees.
we had the trees. Now you get the idea. You have to use your imagination because you're not going to see this the whole time, okay? So we have the village and it's nestled by the woods. Now, remember we were talking about all these merchants. This particular set of merchants used to love coming to this village, and they used to bring all their wares. And because it was up on a mountain, they were all ready to always climb up, up,
No,
up,
not you.
up, 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 and down and through the village they also used to go. And down. And the next set of travelers used to come the other way. And up, 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 and down.
Whee!
So all these merchants, whenever they came to this village, they really loved it because the people were very friendly to all the villagers. Now,
Everybody go and
Please,
sit down.
give a
Thank
big
you.
round of applause for our villagers, for our trees,
Yes.
and for our merchants.
All the
Excellent.
trees here, back here.
Very good. Now, what was, like I was saying, these merchants loved visiting this village because the people were very kind to them. They loved sitting on their doorways and their windows and watch all these traders. And these traders brought spices. And they brought beautiful silk material. Yes. What else do you think they would have brought?
Chocolate.
Chocolates, yes.
Yes.
But at the village, they were also fed. What kind of things do you think they
Oh,
fed?
they had cannelloni, lasagne,
cannello- Oh, of course.
tagliatelle,
Italian,
Yes.
Italian, yes, because it was an
cotolette.
Italian village,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We had also some cannoli siciliani that would come from Sicily,
Oh.
all the way up to the mountains.
All right, very good.
With the merchants.
So this is what they used to serve the merchants all the time.
Yes.
And the ones that stayed over at night, they were always thrown a big feast. And just like any other day, they were busy eating and eating and eating when suddenly there was a loud sound and they couldn't understand what was going on. And then there was loud ringing. And the people were quite confused. They didn't know what was happening. And then there was wind that was really blowing through. Oh, the people were terrified by this point. They quickly ran into their homes and shut the door. And they stayed inside and they didn't sleep. They were so scared. The next morning, they opened the door and looked out. But there was nothing wrong. Their village was fine. So they were thinking, oh, what caused all that ruckus? Nothing happened the whole day. They just went on, carried on with their usual things of seeing the merchants and feeding them for lunch. And at night, they once again invited them to stay. This time they decided to have a barbecue. And they all sat outside.
That's
Yes.
from Australia.
Yeah, it's okay.
Italian, okay.
There were some Australians there too. They sat down and they barbecued prawn on the barbie. No, sorry, shrimp on the barbie. Yes. So they had a wonderful time drinking some wine and some juice and some eating lots of food. When suddenly, again, the sound they heard, this time it was louder, really, really loud. Oh, the people were so scared. And then the ringing started. Oh, and it really felt it was like getting closer to the village. They had no idea what was going on. And then the wind. Ooh, it's when the wind started that everybody ran indoors and locked the doors. And again, they didn't sleep. They were so tired, but they didn't sleep because they didn't know what was going on. The next morning, they opened the door again and looked out. Nothing again. Their village was fine. And they said, what is going on? And that is when there was a merchant that came up the hill, running out of breath. Oh, is everything okay? What's wrong?
There is a dragon there!
A dragon?
Out of here!
Oh, no. So that was what it was. It was a dragon. Now, how did a dragon get up on this village? Well, they were not going to find out. They were too scared. They said, okay, now we know it's a dragon. So that night, they were all prepared. When they were having dinner, they all had it indoors, and they heard the loud sound and the ringing and the wind. Everything happened at the same time. And they just shut the door and waited. But this time, they at least knew what it was. They knew it was a dragon. The next day, they opened the door, they looked out, they said, okay, everything's fine. But we have to do something. But don't forget, they didn't sleep for 3 days. So they were all so tired. And they decided to have a snooze first. After their power nap, they said, okay, what are we going to do?
I know.
Oh,
I'm very strong, I'm young, and I know what to do. I'll go there and kick the dragon
but
away.
be kind, okay?
Okay,
It's-
gently kick
Yes,
the
gently
dragon
kick.
away,
That's right.
like that.
Yes. Okay.
Off I go.
So-
Bye-bye.
This young man volunteered and off he went to deal with the dragon. He left, but never returned. So the people started getting really scared. They said, oh, I wonder what happened to that young man that went off. So they were really terrified this time. They sat in their houses, they locked the doors, and when they heard the sounds and the ringing and the wind, everything was happening at the same time. Oh, they couldn't take it anymore. And it stopped. After they had closed the door, they couldn't hear it anymore. And the next morning, again, now 4 days of no sleep, they woke up and they went outside when the lady, an old lady of the village, had something to say.
I will chase the dragon away. Actually, no. With this magic stick, I'm going to make the dragon disappear. I will do abracadabra. The dragon will not be there anymore. So
It's a very small magic
yeah,
stick.
but
What happened?
imagine it can be longer. You have
Oh,
to
but
imagination.
it's full of magic?
It's full of magic.
Okay, so it
So
doesn't matter
I'll
whether
go-
it's long or
yes.
short. Okay,
And
so the old lady said she was going to deal with the dragon, and off she went into the woods. She left, but never returned. By this, the next morning, it was just too much for the people. The town council said, we have to do something. And that is when a little boy in that village said, people, I think I can talk to the dragon and I'll get the dragon to go away. Oh, no, you are too small. No, we had the young, strong man and the old lady with the magic stick. They couldn't do anything. Oh, no, but I can. Don't worry, I can. So off he went into the woods. Off he went into the woods. Off he went into the woods. Oh! He saw the young man who left the village. He was not dead. He was just fast asleep. He must have been so tired, he fell asleep even before he went to the woods. He said, okay, the villagers will be very happy to know that he's not dead. Into the woods, off he went. Into the woods, off he went. Into the woods, off. Oh! That's the old lady with the magic stick. She's also sleeping. She's not dead. Oh, the villagers will be very happy. So, with a lot of courage, he walked very courageously to the end of the woods and he called out, Dragon! Dragon!
yes!
And out came the dragon. But what a surprise! The dragon had 4 baby dragons. Hello!
Oh,
I'm so happy to meet you. You are all so friendly.
Yes, we wanted only friends here.
Oh, but you know something? Every night you are causing a lot of anxiety for the people with all that noise. The kata and the click, click, cling, 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 and the whoosh, 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 whoosh. What's happening?
Oh, that's my lullaby for my babies.
Your
Right?
lullaby?
That's my lullaby that I do. Cluck, 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 cluck. Click, 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 click. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh my goodness! But that won't do. That won't do because you are scaring the people. I'm so sorry, but it's
Okay.
too loud.
Let's go, children.
Oh.
We find another place. Fly with me.
Oh dear.
Whee!
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can fly?
Yes, we can fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea. You stop singing those lullabies, but you fly and you take the people from one side to the other side. Can you do that?
Oh, of course I can. You want to jump on? Come, come.
Oh, you mean I
Try
get to
it out.
try?
Kids, let's
Okay.
fly.
All right. Whee!
Whee! Open the wings.
This is so fun.
Whee!
And that is how the villagers and the dragon and the little babies all became friends because they found a way to travel without having to climb all those mountains. Very good. And that is our story of the child and the dragon. A big round of applause.
Thank you, the Breath of Dragon. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Children, with a count of 3, we all are going to bow. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great job, great job.
So now, thank you very much, toddlers. Now we are going to carry on.
The Kuala Lumpur school stays on.
Yeah. Come, darling. Very good. Now what we did is when we worked with the children, because there were 2 different centers, for the children in KL, we got them to be the sound effects. So you will see them creating a lot of sounds, and this is to show them you don't need expensive materials, just simple things like marbles or what do you call that? Buttons. You can put it in a box and you can shake it and it creates sounds. So it's also to let you parents know that you can do these things with your children at home. Now,
The instruments down.
the second story is actually from an island, the south of Italy. South of Italy, what is known? What is known there?
Sardinia is
Yes,
one
but
of the
what is-
most beautiful sea in the world.
Oh, the beautiful sea.
Yes, and
Yes.
because the weather is very dry,
Right.
olive trees grow really well, and especially in Sardinia, there's this special olive oil tree
Ah,
that they produce just a little bit, and they will not export. They only keep it there because it's so.
so it's
precious.
well known for olive oil. A
And it's
special
a
olive
special
oil.
olive oil. It's very good to eat. It's good for the health and everything.
Okay. Okay.
We prepare
So-
all the instruments for the children for the dragon.
So this story
The Nuragi
takes
dragon.
place in Sardinia, and in Sardinia there were some caves, some big caves with a lot of rocks around. Now, a lot of people didn't dare go near these caves because it was learned that there was a mean old dragon that lived there. The Nuragi dragon. This Nuragi dragon was so mean, but he was also very vain. He didn't like the fact that he had very hard skin. So he was constantly looking for things to make his skin soft.
Now what can I put on my skin today? Ah, yes. This leaf looks good. And I put it. It's itchy. No. What can I? Oh, yes. I may try with the water, seawater. The seawater
Ooh,
might
I
do.
don't think so.
See, yeah, it's cracking my skin. I don't like it. Marbles.
Yeah, but you know, there was a power that the dragon had.
Marbles.
He used to be able to turn people into stone. You know how? By just looking into their eyes. So don't look into the dragon's eyes because you will all be turned to stone.
Give me your eyes.
Careful.
Give me your eyes.
Careful. Careful. Yes. Close your eyes.
Stone. Yes, and another one. Stop.
No wonder there were so many rocks near the caves. Now,
Bubble.
so don't forget, never look into the Nuragi dragon's eyes. Now, one day, tourists came to the village near the Nuragi caves and they decided to go on a picnic. on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Now, when they reached the town, they were told about this place, which will be beautiful to have a picnic. So they parked the bus and off they ran to go and
Buttons.
Oh, so many tourists. So many tourists. And so they sat down close to the caves. And there he was. Ooh, it's a good thing nobody looked at him. And they were eating pasta and pizza. And they loved putting the olive oil that was found only in that area on all their food. And even on themselves, yes. All on the food. And they enjoyed the food because that olive oil was so delicious. And when they had finished eating, are you all finished eating? Yes? Okay. Finished eating, they all got up, packed up all their things, don't forget, no littering, and they ran off into their bus.
Buttons. Button.
Went into the bus, and off they went into the town. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. And when they left, the Nuragi dragon came out. Oh, they left something behind. I wonder if he saw it.
Whoa.
Oh, he did find it.
Oh, and what's that? Let me try. Maybe, you never know. Oh, that sounds so good. My skin is so soft. And shiny. Oh, this is marvelous. Oh, sit. Finished?
Uh-oh.
No more. We need some village people, you know, for this scene.
Okay.
We'd like to have some volunteers here.
Could we
Okay,
have some
4 of
villagers?
you. Come. Who wants
Villagers,
to
come. Carry a puppet. That's all you have
be? Yeah.
to do. Come.
And also, would you like to come? One of those kids with their pink t-shirt? You want to come?
Would you all like to join us? One of you?
Village people?
Village people, be a village
Come.
person?
Come. Yes, please.
Yes, come.
Yes, let them come.
Okay. You
Why
can
not?
be one of the puppets, the villager. The villager here.
I think he can come. You want to come? Come. Yes, you, come. Yes.
Okay.
There's another volunteer here coming.
Yeah, the grandfather
The grandfather.
of the village.
Yes. Now you
Yes.
village people stay
Come
there.
on.
Stay there.
Okay.
All together.
Now, the villagers,
Careful.
come.
Yes, a big applause. Hello. Go there. You
Over
are the
here.
grandfather.
Okay, all of you.
Yes.
Face the audience. Don't
Can
look
you
at
give
the
the
dragon.
puppet
Don't
to
look
the
at
boy
dragon.
here, the grandfather?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now, villagers, what do you think is going to happen if he keeps using all the olive oil? What do you think is going to happen? Sorry? Yes, his skin is getting very soft, but he's coming into the village.
Yeah.
Don't look.
Mabble. Stop. Now, village people, put oil in my jar. Now.
Oh dear, he's asking you all to fill up his container with oil. Come, you have to do it, otherwise he'll turn you all into stone. Pour your olive oil inside. Okay, and go back. And you pour your olive oil inside. You don't have to sit down like that. Yes, it'll be more comfortable. Just stand and pour the olive oil. Pour. Yes.
Sound
pour
of
the
olive oil, yes, I want to
Very
hear
good.
it, yes.
Now, leave it there because the dragon is going to come back. Quick, quick, go back into the village. Ooh.
Marble, 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 marble. Ah, yes, 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 it's full. Oh, yes, all the oil. Oh, so good.
Sit down. Okay.
Finished.
Oh,
Again.
Oh no.
Put olive oil in my jar.
Okay, we've lost one villager. Can we have another villager? Quick, quick. We need one more person to put the oil. Quick,
Quick,
because
quick.
otherwise, quick, darling, quick. I don't have time. Quick, up, up, up. Have you all poured your olive oil?
Olive oil, olive oil,
Hold on. We haven't finished the third one. Yes.
More, lot. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, I hope it satisfies the dragon.
Marble. Huh? Ah, yeah, so good. Ah, finish again. Ah.
Oh dear. Now this went on day in and day out, right? How many days did this go on? 3 days. Only 3 days. I think it was more like months. And then, what would you have been worried about? Maybe, do you think you'll have a lot of olive oil? No, right? Why? Exactly, because he's going to finish it all. Thank you. So, you know what? I have heard about a princess that lives up north. Can you quickly write a letter and we will put it by the pigeon and we will send it to the princess. Quick, write your letter. Okay, put it on the pigeon and off he goes. And when the princess who lived up north, she was a warrior princess. She was very strong and very brave. She looked at the note and she said, I will help them. So she got on her horse and she carried her very shiny shield. It was so reflective, and off she went on a horse. And that's the horse. It's taking a little while. Yes, but finally they will get there, not to worry. Yes. And she rode and rode and rode for days on end. And finally, she reached the village and asked them, how can he help? How can she help you? Don't laugh. How can she help you? The princess is here. Warrior princess. How? Sorry? To feed the dragon. I think it's more to defeat the dragon. Oh, sorry, you did say defeat. I didn't hear you. Yes, but how is she going to do that? What is so special about the dragon? Sorry, say that again.
His eyes can make us into stone.
Yes, when you look into the eyes, so tell the princess, don't look in his eyes. Tell. And princess, do you now know what to do? Okay, so the villagers waited anticipatingly, and off on the horse. Yes, on the horse he went all the way to where the caves were. Yes, and when she reached the caves, she called out for the dragon.
Who's calling me? Where? Where? There? There? Here? Oh! Oh!
in the very, very shiny shield and turned into stone. So the princess went closer to make sure that he really was stone, yeah? And saw there was a button there. What happens when the oh, that's olive oil coming out of the dragon's body. That was quite amazing. I guess he put so much olive oil on himself that even as a stone it was coming out. So the princess was so excited, ran back, left the horse behind, ran back and told the villagers, go and get your olive oil, the precious olive oil. Press this button. And the olive oil starts coming out. Yeah, take your turn, take your turn. Press this button. Press the button. Yes, very good. And from that day onwards, that village in Nuragi never had to worry about getting olive oil ever again. Can everybody come up, stand up and take a bow? And this story
Good
was
job.
called The Nuragi Dragon. Thank you very much, villagers. Thank you.
Thank you, children.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Another round of applause for the tourists.
Oh, we need to.
A round of applause for the people creating the sounds. Sound effects. Now, like I was telling you, we worked with the children. We did physical theater with them. That just means using a lot more movements rather than words. Because with children this age, it's easier to make them move rather than speak, because then they get very conscious and sometimes they get scared because they don't feel comfortable. So we did physical theater, then we used big puppets, and with the big puppets, they also learned how to move and do different things. And that is when we created that all of them became tourists in a bus, which made it easier for them to move around. Now, our last presentation, we decided to try something different. We decided to do it as wayang kulit. So it gives a different feel, a different way of presenting. Theater can be done in so many different ways. It's not just about talking, it can also be done through wayang kulit. Now, the one thing I must tell you is the children themselves did the wayang kulits, and this is how. You don't want a chair?
Oh, yeah, it would be great.
Yeah, may we have the yellow chair, please? Thank you.
No, don't tell her. We can get
No,
one
the
from-
yellow chair. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, what happened was, we got them to create these puppets, and then with that story, you will see how everything ties in. We also have sound effects for this, so it would be good if you kept quiet and listened to all the different things happening. Just make sure that everyone is here.
This is my orchestra.
You want to introduce your orchestra?
Yes, we have here an orchestra of the bubbly instruments. Then we have the
Creating bubbly instruments.
other
Mosquitoes?
sound effects in the air. Then we have
Okay.
some rhythm percussions and percussions also there.
Okay.
And they're going to create the scene through sound.
So you open your minds and listen to the sounds and see what it is that you see in your own minds regarding the story. Now, this story takes place. Let me have a seat so that I'm not blocking anybody. Okay, here we go. This story takes place in a place called Terni, which is, just now we had the story which was up north. Then we had the story that was from Sardinia. And now we have a story from Terni, from the middle of Italy. Now, near this town of Terni, there was a swamp. And at that swamp, there were reeds that were growing. And also, there were a lot of creatures hanging around there. The mosquitoes, they were flying around. Then there were snakes with lizards. Ooh. What else could be in a swamp? What else? Frogs. Good thing. Frogs. There were lots of frogs that were jumping around. And they loved being in the swamp because that was their home. But they all went away when the creature in the swamp came out every day. It had 3 big nostrils and 2 big eyes, and it bubbled as it came up. And whenever that creature came up, there was a foul stench that came from his mouth every time he opened his mouth. And that stench would fly all around, which is why all the creatures went away. Nobody wanted to be around. And soon, that stench used to travel far away from the swamp, which all disappears in the far distance, and just the smell travels to the nearby village. There is a village, a big town hall that came in that village, and there were also trees. But nobody was around there when the stench happened because it was just too smelly. Everybody waited until the stench left. And when the stench left, the dogs and the cats and the people of the village were so happy. They came out to celebrate that there was no more smell in that place. But because the smell was so bad and it was happening every day, they decided to have a meeting. And in that, that is people thinking that sound. Mumble, 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 mumble. And they suddenly came up with an idea. They thought they would ask their strongest man, one who did karate. Hiya! Hiya! They called him in and they said to the strong man, go to the swamp and find out what this creature is and help us.
On a donkey.
Of course, he had to go on a donkey. So he calls his trusted donkey and he leaves the village. The village disappears because he is on his way. On his way. On his way. He is moving. Maybe the swamp is coming to him. Who knows? Those days anything can happen. He finally reaches the swamp. And there he is waiting and waiting for that creature. And the creature sees him and comes out with the bubbles. And he... Yes. Oh, nice big bubbles. And he comes out and goes, "Harrow!" And suddenly that stench again makes the strong man faint, and he falls on his donkey, and the poor donkey has to carry him all the way back to the village, and he leaves the swamp area. The swamp disappears and the village is in sight. Yes, and so the donkey and the poor donkey was finding it so difficult carrying this very heavy person. And the people in the village, when they saw that their strong man had fallen and fainted on the donkey, they said, "Oh no, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?" And the poor donkey took the strong man back to his house. And there were also trees, remember? In this village, there were trees, right? Yes. Maybe the trees were taking a break. No, they came out. Yes. And so these people, they again had thinking and thinking, what can we do? That is when a little boy comes to the people and says, oh, I know what I should do. And what do you think the people said?
No, 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 no,
no, because if the strong man can faint, what do you think is going to happen to this little boy? But this little boy didn't tell them that he was going to do something. At night, when the village all went to sleep, even the buildings and the trees went to sleep, he walked along, very quietly, so that nobody knew he left the village. And he reached the swamp with the weeds. And suddenly he heard the bubbles. And he knew the creature was coming out. And he told the creature, wait! You come out, but don't breathe. And the dragon was confused, but he did exactly what he was told. He didn't breathe. And immediately the boy brought his toothbrush out and he took the mint leaves from around the area and started brushing and brushing and brushing. The dragon also felt so good. His mouth felt so minty and so fresh. And suddenly the birds and the butterflies started flying in this area because, oh, listen to those birds. Beautiful. And the little boy told all the villagers. So the villagers also came and tried brushing the teeth for the dragon. And it was such a beautiful setting. And that is how the dragon of tyranny became friends with the villagers that lived close by. And that is the story of the dragon from tyranny. Can we have the lights, please? And let's have a round of applause for our musicians first. Round of applause for our musicians. They happen to be from the KL branch.
Yes.
Take a bow. Take a bow.
And the
And the puppeteers, the ones manipulating the wayang kulits. Big round of applause, please. Yes. And these are all the puppets that they created.
And I would say
So-
the teachers that
Oh,
were
yes, I was just going to say that.
amazing,
Yeah.
really following.
We have to really thank the teachers who helped with everything, making the puppets, keeping the children, teaching them different things. Oh, so sweet. Thank you, darling. So, there you have it, the Breath of Dragons presented by the Jumping Jelly Beans and the children from Daughters and Sons. Thank you very much. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you for such a mesmerizing performance. I think they did a good job.
Of
Parents, do you
course.
think they did a fantastic job?
Yeah.
Yes, I was so mesmerized and I was like, oh, it was a beautiful story. Now we have a special performance by our IQ 70, right? They are here to do a dance performance for us. Let's put your hands together and invite IQ 70 on the stage. While before they get themselves prepared on the stage, I also would like to share something with you. That there's always a saying says, you can never ask a fish to climb. And so does our approach and our view over a special need children. All right? Every children, every adult with a special need comes with an added advantage. And do you know that this child might be a genius of complex problem solving? Nature provides a way to succeed. So always encourage your children, even if it is your neighbors or even if your nephews, to focus on the positive side instead of the negative. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Once again, IQ 70.
是我的爱，绵绵的青山脚下花正开。什么样的节奏是最呀最摇摆？什么样的歌声才是最开怀？弯弯的河水从天上来，流向那万紫千红一片海。哗啦啦的歌谣是我们的期待，一路边走边唱才是最自在。我们要唱就要唱得最痛快，你是我天边最美的云彩，让我用心把你留下来，悠悠地唱着最炫的民族风，让爱卷走所有的尘埃。你是我心中最美的云彩，这么美就让你留下来，永远都唱着最炫的民族风。是整片天空最美的姿态。不离不弃，你是我的小呀小苹果，怎么爱你都不嫌多。红红的笑脸温暖我的心窝，点亮我生命的火，火火火火火。
你是我的小呀小苹果，就像天边最美的云朵。春天又来到了，花开满山坡，种下希望就会收获。从不觉得你讨厌，你的一切都喜欢，有你的每天都新鲜。
有你阳光更灿烂，有你黑夜不黑暗，你是白云，我是蓝天。
春天和你漫步在盛开的花丛间，夏天夜晚陪你一起看星星眨眼，
秋天黄昏与你徜徉在金色麦田，冬天雪花飞舞，有你更加温暖。
你是我的小呀小苹果，就像天边最美的云朵。春天又来到了，花开满山坡，种下希望就会收获。
Thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3, bow. Very good. IQ 70, please stay on the stage, please. Please remain on the stage. I would like to invite all the children, all the teachers to be on the stage right now. We are coming to our last performance of the day. The song that they will be singing for today would be Kind-Hearted Hands. Now, parents, I would like to share with you, there will be a video clip being played, and it's all about the behind scene that took place in the past months, where everybody who had put in a lot of effort to make this event a success. Once again, I would like to thank all parents, all teachers, all beautiful children, and also IQ 70 to, make this event a success, and we couldn't have done it without you. For this last performance, I would like parents to rise up and stand on your feet and to sing the song together. Right? So everybody, parents, you could see there's a script given to you. It's titled Kind Hearted, right? And we can sing all this together. Mr. Gigi, would you be able to join us as well? Yes, come, join us. Together with your fellow partner who's trying to hide and escape, bring him as well. So this time we're all going to do it together. We're going to clap and we're going to sing together. All right? If the teachers can do it, the kids can do it, I know you can do it too. All right? Let's do it together. Kids, louder, louder. before we come and get excited, I would like to, the lady behind the scene who has strived so much hard to put this event a success, Miss Brina Yo.
Thank you, all the parents. We are really happy to have all of you here today. And for the past month, all our children have been putting in a lot of effort. And they have been taught a lot of things about kindness. So we hope this soft skill and this value will continue in them. And we also hope that parents, y'all can carry out this kindness value at home. Kindness begins in me and you. Thank you so much. Without you guys, we won't have achieved today. Thank you. We have touched someone's life in the world. Thank you.
All right, once again, my name is Becky, and thank you for having me as your host for today's morning. And I hope to see you soon, all. All right, let's take the group picture first. Children, are you ready for group picture? All right, everybody, take off your wand and wave at the cameraman there. Wave only, huh? Yeah, everybody say cheese. All right, thank you. So now I'm going to pass this over to the teachers, where the teachers will actually call the name of the children. All right, and so that parents, each of every children's parents can come and collect their children.
Help me make a stand, every girl, boy, woman, and man.
Let your voices rise, you'll be satisfied. Reach out with a kind-hearted hand. Reach out with your kind-hearted hand. It's easier than you think. Just be kind to those who you meet. There's a friend out there who needs your care. So reach out with a kind-hearted hand. Reach out with your kind-hearted hand. Calling out across the ocean, calling out across the land. Show the world that kindness matters. And reach out with a kind-hearted hand. Reach out with your kind-hearted hand. When sunny skies turn gray, follow me, I'll lead the way. Here's where we begin, let some love come in. And reach out with a kind-hearted hand. Reach out with your kind-hearted hand. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out with your kind-hearted hand. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out with your kind-hearted hand. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out with your kind-hearted hand. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out with your kind-hearted hand. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out with your kind-hearted hand. Reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out with your kind-hearted hand.
Help me make a stand, every girl, boy, woman, and man.
Let your voices rise, you'll be satisfied. Reach out with a kind-hearted hand. Reach out with your kind-hearted hand. It's easier than you think. Just be kind to those who you meet. There's a friend out there who needs your care. So reach out with a kind-hearted hand.
界，我的双脚能让我往前追，我的眼睛看见了缤纷的色彩，我能听得到不同的音